All right, we're live. All right, we are going to talk on this live. I'm super excited about how to buy your first rental property in the next 90 days. No, this is not the training I'm doing tonight. If you see a QR code on the screen, that is to register for my training tonight. Tonight, I'm going to talk about how to buy your first rental property in the next 90 days. I'm going to give you a 5-step plan to do that. I'm going to talk about how to invest during this market. I'm going to do a lot of things, but right now I'm going to introduce the topic of buying your first rental property in the next 90 days. I'm going to give you the 5 steps, kind of introduce tonight. This is basically almost like a trailer for tonight. However, you can get good information from this live. So everybody all that's watching this live, like this video if you're on YouTube or Facebook, double tap the screen if you're on TikTok or Instagram, and share this live with anybody you know that is interested in buying real estate, specifically buying rental properties. So share this all out right now, double tap the screen, and let me know where you're from in the chat box. I'm going to introduce myself, and then we are going to get the ball rolling. I'm going to talk a little bit about the market, and then I'm going to get into how to buy your first rental property in the next 90 days, the 5 steps that it takes. All right, so my name is Sam. I'm a real estate investor. I own a house buying company. We flipped 310 houses, wholesale and flipped 310 houses in 2022. I also own a $42 million rental portfolio that I'm monetizing any of my own money. So I do a lot in the real estate investing space, and I am here to take what I have done, what I know, what I've screwed up, what I've succeeded at, and give it to you so you can hopefully have a little bit more efficient path to wealth and financial freedom through real estate, because it is the best vehicle to get you from where you are to where you want to go, if where you want to go is financial freedom. So that's a little bit about me, just letting you know that I do know what I'm talking about up here. I do a little bit of NFT stuff. I have some e-commerce stores, all those things, but I don't talk about those things. I specifically talk about what I feel like I can add value to, which is real estate investing. So let's talk a little bit about the market. Then I will get to the 5 things that you need to do in order to buy your first rental property in the next 90 days. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook and you see a little course or the cool little QR code, that is to register tonight. Tonight I'm doing a training where I'm going into it in depth, hour long, me and you, closed circuit. You have to register. Seats are filling up, not because I'm trying to do a scarcity mindset, because the software we use only allows a certain amount of people to view the live performance. So click on that or go to rentalcrashcourse.com if you would like to register for that event tonight at 7 p.m. Central. And then make sure you let me know where you're from in the chat box. All right, so a little bit about the market. So the market is starting to heat up a little bit. So obviously it's been the hottest it's ever been over a 2-year period. It has cooled off on purpose because the Fed is making it happen that way. It's not some external thing. There's not a war that caused it. There's not, a huge bunch of bad loans that cause it, like things that have caused recessions in the past or real estate dips in the past. This is being controlled by the Fed via interest rates. So they have raised those to slow the market down. They have succeeded, but going into the spring and summer, the fact that supply is so low that the Fed is planning to ease off those interest rate hikes means it's going to be a great time to buy real estate. People aren't coming back into the space yet, the people that left a few months ago. So rates are going to be good, deals are going to be out there. So this is a great time to start investing in real estate, whether you want to flip or wholesale or rent. We're specifically talking about rentals right now. All right, the first step, and I'm going to go over these 5 steps in further detail tonight, but get it over here. The first step to buy your first rental property in the next 90 days is to work on your mindset. Now, I obviously picked this one first because it's most important, and if I put this later on, no one would listen. The fact that you want to hear the next 4 is why I did this, because most people pass this one up. I used to. Most people, look past this, or, they don't think it's important. They think that this is not something that is, anything that you have to worry about, but that is wrong. Having the right mindset is extremely important, and it is something that separates those that have from those that have not. Having a mindset of abundance, having a mindset that will allow you to overcome issues that you will run into, having a mindset that will allow you to embrace fear, having a mindset that will allow you to embrace debt, those types of things. It's not normal because it's the opposite of what we're taught. A lot of the ways to create wealth are the opposite of what we're taught growing up. Why aren't you wealthy? No offense to everybody, but not that many people are wealthy. So most likely whoever's watching this is not financially free or not wealthy. Why? Because you're doing what you were taught, because your mindset is to go down this path that everybody else goes down. That's why you're probably where you are. And where you are is not a bad thing, but it's probably not where you want to be. So in order to get where you want to be, you're going to have to do things differently, and you're going to have a different mindset. That's all I'm going to say about that. The most important one, there's a reason I put it number one. Let's move on. Let's talk about number two. Again, more detail on these topics tonight, along with how to invest in 2023 with interest rates, along with some things to focus on if you want to make 2023 the best market, as well as $2,000 cash giveaways. It's not giveaways for this or that, or like go do this and you buy that. It's literally $2,000 in cash that we're giving away tonight to a random attendee. So click on that QR link or go to free rental, or go to rentalcrashcourse.com. All right, the second thing that you need to worry about is you need to get other people's money right. You need to work on getting your money sources lined up. I own $42 million worth of real estate that I've bought without using a dime of my own money. And I've done that by figuring out how to get unlimited other people's money. I'm going to go into detail tonight. Tonight I'm going to talk about how to find these three sources, what to say to these free sources when you find them, and how to convince them to give you their money. Those are the details. Those are the type of things I'm going to go into tonight. So I have not unlimited other people's money, but I haven't run up into money being an issue because I focus on getting other people's money right. Get your mind right, get their money right. So the three sources are private lenders. You know, there's people that want to invest in real estate and you, but don't want to do the work. More on that tonight, how to find them and what to say to them. There's 4 things you tell them to virtually, or not virtually, you're pretty much guaranteeing their return by these 4 things you tell them. More on that tonight. Hard money lenders, a lot easier to find, but there's some tips and tricks to, you know, let them open their checkbook up to you sooner. And then small local banks. Those are the 3 money sources that you need to work on right now, so that when you come across that 12-unit apartment complex, or when you come across that first single-family rental, or when you come across that 50-unit apartment complex, it's not an issue. You put an offer on it, you buy it, you don't ever have to think about money or other people's money. So obviously you start small and work your way up, but starting to work on that now is going to allow you to buy your first rental property in the next 90 days. The third thing you need to do is you need to, as my writing is so neat, the third thing you need to do is you need to connect with other people. There's a ton of places to go. There's a ton of wasted energy you can spend connecting with the wrong people. So connecting with the right people is important. Connecting with the right real estate agents, the right wholesalers, connecting with the right investors, the right mentors, the right contractors, the right insurance agent, all those things. There's a right way to do it and a inefficient way to do it, and then there's a wrong way to do it. So tonight I'm going to talk about the right way to do it so that you're not wasting your time and you're not wasting other people's time. You're talking to the right people at the right time with the right tone, the right cadence, saying the right things. Lots of rights there. All right, number 4 is obviously you're getting all this together and you're going to be chomping at the bit to get going. So number 4 is you need to get some deals coming. You need to get some deal flow. Tonight I'm going to talk about 3 free ways to buy properties. We buy 300 houses a year. We get over 150 marketing leads per month, and we also get over 150 free leads per month. So that's how we're able to buy those houses. You know, we do a lot of time, energy, effort, money, and just focus on finding deals and discounted properties. It's not just the money you spend. In fact, 80% of the houses we bought this year were from $0 in marketing spend. So I'm going to talk about the 3 free sources and how to contact and maneuver those. And then I'm going to talk about the paid sources that are extremely inexpensive, how to manipulate those as well. All right, number 4 is, and there's actually a bonus one tonight that I'm not going to get into. Number 4 is execution. You have to go out and take action. You have to, that's supposed to say action, that's supposed to say execution. You get it? I'm saying it. Sorry, you can't read it. You have to go out and take action. You're only going to learn so much by watching videos like this, watching other people present on things like this, attending webinars, getting coaching, paying for masterminds, whatever it is that you should be doing. You're only going to get so far trying to do it on your own, and you're only going to get so far trying to talk about it. You need to go out and do it. You need to go out and make mistakes. You need to fail. You need to screw up. The most successful people you know, right now, I try to talk fast and get as much as I can in a short period of time. If you haven't noticed, kind of my style. But I'm going to take a deep breath. So right now, if you're driving, don't close your eyes. Close your eyes if you want, if you're not driving, or just don't close your eyes. But think about an extremely successful person, whether you know them or not. And it could be your level of success, whether they're an amazing, grandpa, husband, father figure, mother figure, whether they're a business person, whether they're your boss, whether they're your friend, somebody that is extremely successful. Now, most people relate most people relate success to wealth and financial freedom. So that's generally a easy, much more measurable way to, see if you are more successful than somebody else. It's hard to see you're a better, person or a better, husband or wife, whatever it may be. So financial success allows you to do things, as well as it's a good measuring tool. So most of you are probably thinking of someone that's financial. So think of 2 or 3 people that are extremely successful financially or not. And I promise you, I don't know why I bended my knees, but I did. I promise you that they have failed more than the non-successful people. So now think of people that are not successful, people that just are who they are. They're your friends, they're your acquaintances, they're just there. They're had the same job for 20 years, not much promotion, they haven't moved houses, they're, going out with their buddies, they're staying home with their wives and family. Whatever the non-success is to you, those people have not failed. You see, that's the key, that's the difference. Failure is the difference. The successful people, they're the people that have failed. The non-successful people, those are the people that have not failed. You have to fail to be successful. I wish that wasn't the case, but them's are the rules, and I just followed the rules. Like 90% of millionaires are created through wealth. Stop trying to reinvent the wealth wheel. Go with what works. Successful people fail, so go fail. Now, obviously, fail forward, fail the right way, but that is the differentiator. And then I am going to do supposed to be a star number 6 tonight, along with a little bit of the flavor I just gave you. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So there's nuance to it. You're not going to stay in here for a 15-minute live from me or an hour-long presentation tonight and buy your first rental property just from that. But the goal of this quick live, the goal of tonight's presentation, which if you don't know, go to rentalcrashcourse.com, register, check out the website below, check out the QR code over here. Right? Is that right? Yep, check out the QR code over here. And that's how you register, because seats are limited. We still have, there's not like 5 left. There's a few hundred left, so we'll probably be fine. But the software we use, Webinar Jam, only allows for a certain amount of, attendees based on the bandwidth and all these other things that I'm not familiar with. So if you have any interest at all, register and show up. It's no skin off your back. It's free. I'm giving away $2,000. But the point of tonight is going to be to go a little bit deeper, that's what she said, into these topics so you can get pointed in a right direction and say, hey, Sam said go talk to this person, say it with this tone, do it with that tone, and then I will hopefully be more successful quicker. I literally had a student last week send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, one of the two, like freaked out. They were like, Sam, I just talked to a private money lender and he's willing to give me $500,000. That's his issue. His issue isn't finding money. His issue is I have $500,000 at my disposal. How do I take that and make the most with it and make sure I'm giving my person their money back plus interest? So those are the types of things and problems you're going to have if you follow these steps and point in the right direction. Money's not going to be an issue. Lead source isn't going to be an issue. Your issue is going to be execution, because you're going to have everything you need. So that is what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to kind of introduce these topics. We're going to go into a little more detail on them, break them down a little bit more, and give you a little bit more of a pointed direction in these. Jaden just handed me some fake money. I guess I'm supposed to hold it. Oh, giveaway. All right, because we're almost wrapping up. All right, so this is a little bit different live. A couple more things I want to chat about before we get to the end of this. But attend tonight. If you can't attend tonight, no big deal. Just keep in contact with me. I'm going to do a few of these live events this year. I'm going to do one do one in the future. I don't know exactly when, but attend tonight if possible, because the sooner you start, the better. Now's the best time to start, not 2 or 3, 4 months from now. So attend tonight. If you can't make it, make sure you're following me on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the things. The Faster Freedom Show is our podcast. So make sure you're following me on all the networks. I give away more free information than anybody. I'm not as handsome as some of the fellas, Pineda. I'm not as crazy as some of the fellas, Kong, or some of these guys that tell you just quit their job. You know, these Chris Crones or Grant Cardones, all these other guys that are in this education education space. But what I do have is I invest on the ground floor more than anybody, and I give away more free information than anybody. So if your goal is financial freedom, if your goal is wealth, then there's not really a much better free use of your time than attending the webinar or just hitting the damn follow button on whatever platforms you're on, because I give away free advice. That's what I do. Also giving away $2,000. I'm not going to do this because I don't want to make you guys clean it up, but fuck it, you guys can clean it up. All right, we're going to give away $2,000 tonight. I'll help you clean that up as well. So check the QR code, rentalcrashcourse.com. See you tonight. Would love to help get you in the direction of financial freedom sooner, quicker,